The only thing that worries me is your happiness. If I could bottle it and keep it safe, I would, just to make sure your smile never fades and your heart never feels an ounce of pain. The only thing that keeps me up at night is wondering if I've done enough to show you how deeply you're loved, cherished, and wanted in every corner of my heart. The only thing that scares me is losing the privilege of being the one who holds your heart, because I know it's the most precious gift I could ever receive. The only thing that makes me anxious is the thought of a day where I might not get to remind you how much you mean to me. You are my soul's greatest treasure. The only thing that consumes my thoughts is how to be the reason for your brightest smiles and the warmth in your most tender moments. The only thing that matters to me is making sure you feel as deeply loved as you make me feel every single day. The only thing I pray for is that you always feel safe, cherished, and adored when you're with me, because that's all I ever want for you. The only thing I fear is a life without you. Your love is the melody that gives my life rhythm and meaning. The only thing I desire is to be the shelter where your heart can rest, the arms where you feel safe, and the soul that understands yours. The only thing I wish for is to always be the one who lifts your spirit, eases your fears, and fills your heart with endless love. The only thing that keeps me going is the thought of your laughter, the sound of your voice, and the way your love lights up my world. The only thing I crave is your presence, your love, and the infinite moments where we're lost in each other's hearts. The only thing I hold on to is the promise of us, the unshakable belief that our love is strong enough to weather anything life brings. The only thing I dream of is waking up beside you every day, knowing our love is the most beautiful gift I'll ever receive. The only thing that haunts me is the possibility that I haven't done enough to show you just how irreplaceable you are in my life. The only thing I need is your love, your trust, and the certainty that you'll always be mine, just as I'll always be yours. The only thing I promise is to love you unconditionally, fiercely, and without end through every chapter of our lives. The only thing I live for is the moments when our hearts beat in sync, and I'm reminded that this love is my greatest blessing. The only thing I ever question is whether you truly know how profoundly you've changed my life and how deeply you're loved. The only thing that matters to me is being the reason you believe in love and the one who makes you feel at home in every way. The only thing I can't get enough of is the way your love feels like the answer to every question my soul has ever asked. The only thing that worries me is the idea of not having you by my side, because you've become the anchor to everything I am. The only thing I ever want is to be the reason for your peace, your joy, and the love that fills every corner of your heart. The only thing that overwhelms me is the depth of my love for you and the unshakable desire to make you the happiest person alive. The only thing I see when I look at you is everything I've ever wanted, wrapped up in a love so pure it feels like a dream. The only thing I cherish more than your touch is the way your heart speaks to mine without ever saying a word. The only thing that keeps me grounded is the thought of you, your love, your smile, and the way you make life infinitely beautiful. The only thing I fear is not being able to give you the world because you deserve everything and more. The only thing I wish to be is the reason you wake up smiling and the reason you fall asleep feeling safe and loved. The only thing that brings me peace is knowing that no matter where life takes us, our love will always be the anchor that keeps us together. The only thing I hope for is that you always know how deeply you're loved in every moment, even the ones we don't share. The only thing I can't imagine is a life where I don't get to love you, hold you, and grow with you. The only thing that consumes my heart is the desire to see you happy, fulfilled, and endlessly loved every single day. The only thing I'll ever need is the feeling of your hand in mine and the sound of your voice whispering, I love you. The only thing I treasure is the way your love feels like home, a place I never knew I was searching for until I found you. The only thing I pray for is that our love remains as strong as it is today, and that we continue to grow closer with each passing moment. The only thing that matters to me is being the reason for your brightest smiles and the warmth in your most tender moments.